What is up, chicory doos and chicory dunks? So, I look like this because I just got back from a little walk slash run. I did 2 miles. I've been trying to get some... Okay, well, first of all, let me introduce the video. Hello, welcome back. I really, to be honest, didn't know what to film for you guys today, but I am dedicated to giving consistent content on the days that I promise. So, what I think we're gonna do is a little what I eat in a day moment, which is not original whatsoever. However, I have not done a what I eat in a day as like a long form video on my channel yet. So I thought, why not? This is a good day. Today is my day off, but I also have some things going on, so it won't be just like a bunch of meals that take a ton of time to cook. Anyway, I just did that little workout. Now I'm going to make my very high protein oats that I made a short about. In the short, I just kind of explained how I make these, but somebody asked for a visual, so this is for you. Also, by the way, I had a cup of coffee before my walk, and I am just finishing off the pot now, which is like another half cup. Delicious. You need a small saucepan. This is what I like to use. And it needs to have a lid. If I could find my lid, one moment. Found it. Okay, so we're gonna do half a cup of oats and 1 cup of water. These are the oats I use. This is the nutritional information. Very cute, very demure. I don't use almond milk or anything like that because the protein powder and the Greek yogurt in the recipe already make it creamy. And then I'm gonna add a pinch of salt and a pinch of cinnamon. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna add more than a pinch of cinnamon. Ooh, you don't wanna see the bottom of my stove? Damn. Okay, then we're gonna turn this on to medium heat. So halfway between low and high. And this is important. This, like oats, in my experience, love to bubble up. So put your lid on so that you retain most of the moisture, but with enough room for steam to come out so it doesn't bubble over. The goal with this is just to be able to leave it alone while I can go shower, get ready for my day, whatever. So, put the lid on, but leave like ½ inch of space for steam to come through, like so. You need this room for steam to come through. I never put a timer on it. I just leave it for like however long it takes me to shower and get ready. This is pretty much foolproof for me. Love this method and just makes it super easy to make breakfast. So that's the first step. Now I'm gonna go shower so I don't look greasy. Hello, I returned. The oats are just about done. Just for shits and giggles, I did set a stopwatch on my phone to see how long it was, just so I could give a better like reference of time, because obviously not everyone's gonna take as long to get ready as I do. So it took me 15 minutes to shower and put on some clothes. So if you take longer than that, maybe just set like a 15-minute timer, but these are about how we want them. I'll show you what they look like. This is gonna be it, where the water or the liquid, if you wanna use almond milk, has pretty much just like been cooked all the way down, and it's just almost the oats exposed, but not exposed yet because we don't want them to burn to the bottom. So we're gonna take this off the heat. So we're going to need, I use Orgain vanilla protein powder. This is sweetened with erythritol, so this gives us the sweetness we need for our oats. And it's gonna be 21 grams of protein for 2 scoops. So I go ahead and add 2 scoops, which is 1 serving. Then we're gonna add 1 serving of non-fat Greek yogurt. You can also use full fat if you need a little bit more calories, or if you just like full fat better, whatever. Then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of chia. We buy our chia in bulk. Here's a little hack for you guys. We also have hemp seeds in there. If you have seeds like this that are very omega-3 rich, same thing with nuts like walnuts. A lot of nuts like that will do better being refrigerated if you don't use them up super quickly. So we don't go through nuts and seeds that quickly in our house. So I like to refrigerate things like that, especially when I am specifically like ingesting that thing for the omega-3s, because it helps preserve those. Anyway, this is what it looks like. It looks like dog doo-doo, but we just mix it up. It transforms into these lovely, thick, delicious oats. Then, while it's still hot, I add frozen strawberries. You can also add whatever frozen or fresh fruit you like. I like frozen strawberries because with the vanilla protein powder, it's just really good. Because the frozen strawberries are like a little bit tart. About that much. Oh my gosh, she's done. Here she is. So this is a nutrition powerhouse. We've got insoluble fiber from the chia seeds. Most fiber from chia seeds is insoluble, which helps with keeping your digestion healthy, making sure you got good poops, which are all really good things. Also adds some healthy fats and 5 grams of protein. Then we got our sprouted oats, which also are easier to digest than regular oats because they've been sprouted already, and it also makes the nutrients more bioavailable. And those are gonna have 7 grams of protein for the serving we used. Then we got our plant protein powder, that's gonna be 21 grams of protein. Then we've got our yogurt, which is another 18 grams of protein and is gonna add a lot of probiotics, which again, great for digestion. And lastly, the strawberries, which have some great micronutrients as well as flavor, antioxidants, and actually strawberries actually contain more vitamin C than oranges do, even though oranges are the one that's like so popular for containing vitamin C. So heck yes. And this all comes out to 680 calories for everything. Like I always say, I don't count my calories, but I do think it's important to know relatively what you're eating. And if you think that's a lot, I like to eat 3 square meals a day. 680 times 3 is 2040. So just like 40 calories over the recommended daily intake for an adult woman. I know that I burn over 2000 calories a day because I'm very active. So if I ate this amount of calories for each meal, I'd actually end up being in a deficit. So if you think that's a lot, it really depends on your activity levels. Tailor it to you. You could do only 1 tablespoon of chia seeds if that's better for you. You could do less oats, only half the amount of protein powder, whatever works for you. But that's what I'm eating, and this comes out to 51 grams of protein actually. So the chia seeds are actually a recent addition. I wasn't adding those in the short that I made, but I recently started adding them, and I think it just helps a lot with digestion and gives you some more micronutrients. So highly recommend, but this is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I'll see you guys the next time I eat. Bro, they're so good. Like, Hello, I just got back from the store. So I have been on a tea kick, and how I have tea at boba places is a milk tea. So I got some high quality milk. We usually only drink like almond milk, but I just love the flavor of dairy milk, and I wanted to get a high quality dairy milk to have with my teas. So I got Milk King. This is a local-ish farm. To Austin, it's based in Waco, but they're grass-fed cows, and it is low temperature pasteurized, so it helps to preserve a lot of those like nutrients that a lot of people are looking for when they're having raw milk, but it's safe. I definitely don't recommend raw milk. Pasteurization came into the picture for a reason, so this is kind of a great like middle ground to that. And it is non-homogenized, which means the cream rises to the top, so you gotta shake it before you use it. But yeah, this is so delicious. A lot of local specialty coffee shops in Austin will use this, so I'm gonna have some of this with some honey and oolong tea. I've been super obsessed with oolong tea. If you guys have never gotten into oolong and you like black tea, I'd recommend trying out like a roasty oolong. I'm gonna try Iron Goddess of Mercy today, I think, which is, it has a rich aroma with notes of roasted chestnut and dried apricot. I also have a bigger thing of this ruby oolong, which Iron Goddess of Mercy is from one of the 4 traditional growing regions of oolong tea. Ruby oolong is actually from Thailand, which is not one of the traditional growing regions, from at least from what I have deduced from my research, but it is really delicious. And this one has notes of caramelized fruit and chocolate. So I don't know, I'm gonna do one of these two. And oolong is also really different from other teas because it is rolled into these little balls. It looks almost like little like rabbit shit, but it's tea. And it kind of, This one smells a lot like the one that I get at my boba shop actually. I might have Iron Goddess of Mercy today. But yeah, it's very, just like caramelly scented. It's a very unique type of tea. I highly recommend. Look how beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm gonna add some honey and milk, but first I'm going to get some more water boiling on the stove because oolongs and a lot of black teas are actually good for up to 2 more steeps after that. So I like to go ahead and steep them, whether I'm gonna drink a second cup of hot tea or save it for iced tea. I just wanna make the most of those tea leaves because high quality tea is very expensive. So I'm gonna do that. That's really good. It looks really white just because tea doesn't really hold color when exposed to milk that well, but the tea flavor is really strong and it It's like just a little bit of sweet. It's delicious. Yeah, this is really good. I'm probably gonna go read. And yeah, that's that for now. I forgot to say it earlier, but it is about 11 a.m. right now. It's 10:57. And when I ate breakfast, it was around 9:30. So, delicious. All right, farewell, see you later. Well, hello there. You might notice that we are outside. So this is not a typical thing that I would do every day, obviously. And I'm not just doing it because it's what I eat a day. I decided it is my day off. I'm going to have a picnic downtown Austin. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. This is Auditorium Shores where I am right now. One of my favorite places to come. I just laid out a little picnic blanket and I'm gonna show you what I got. These is some guac. Very beautiful, very beautiful. A little chicken breast. The chicken breast is to go on my beet salad, which is the super like delicious herbaceous salad. Yay! And it's got a tahini-based dressing. Then lastly, these chips are for my guac. There's siete dip chips. And oh no, not lastly. Now lastly, I got a watermelon crush, which is a watermelon juice. I am super excited to eat all this. Well, not necessarily all of this, but to eat my fill. Yay, happy picnic. Love picnics and I don't go on them super often, so this is your sign to do something fun that you love to do, and you can do it by yourself. You don't need like somebody else as an excuse to go do it. So yay! I finished the salad and most of the chicken. There's still a little bit left, but just like chicken breast is very filling. I finished like, I would say a third of the guac and a couple of the chips and like half of the juice. And I am full, and I also don't want to be super full because I'm about to go get boba with my friend Erin. And we're gonna explore Ranch 99, which is a Asian grocery store in North Austin. So yeah, I will see you guys there. I'm gonna pack the rest of this up and save it for later. Hello friend, I am back. So last time I saw you guys, I was finishing up at my little lunch picnic, and then I headed straight from there to go and meet my friend, and we got some boba and walked around this like Asian plaza in North Austin, and it was so good. I got Iron Goddess of Mercy milk tea, which is so funny because that's literally the tea I had earlier, but I've been super obsessed with that. So got that, and then we just walked around, went to an Asian grocery store, walked around like Daiso, stuff like that. And then my drive home was very long because it's just not close to me at all, and traffic is definitely picking back up in Austin now that all the students are back. So my drive home was like 50 minutes. But I had the guacamole that I didn't finish for my lunch, so I just snacked on that on my way home because I was getting a little bit hungry. Then I just showered, chilled out for a little bit, and now it is 7 p.m. I had that boba around 2:30, and I had my little rest of my guac and chips around 5:30. And now I think I'm ready for dinner. I'm just gonna make something simple. We're honestly on the very end of our grocery trip, so we don't have a lot. All my veggies and everything together ended up being too big, so now switched pots. We got the big boy out, but that's okay. Like, me and Jordan love having a lot of leftovers. You might be thinking, dude, what in the white people is she making? Listen, First of all, it's actually just really good. It's just a really easy meal and gets a lot of veggies in, gets you some protein in, some carbs, just a very balanced meal. So don't come for me, okay? Like sometimes you just wanna make an easy meal that's just gonna taste good, even if it's weird. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Also, upon further reflection, I definitely should have sauteed the pepper, onion, and mushroom in the oil first before adding the meat. I didn't do that, so I didn't get that brown flavor on there as much. A fail, but it's all right. It's still gonna do the job. Also, look how good this rice looks. Like, she's so fluffy. Also, it has quinoa in there. I just added that because I found it in my pantry. That quinoa still needs to be cooked a little bit. Found it in my pantry and I haven't used it in a long time, so. So yeah, this is how she's looking. It's basically just like a chili rice type of dish, rice-a-roni looking thing. But that's all right. Sometimes meals are just gonna be a little weird. This will be a good meal to like freeze out portions to have for later because it's just balanced, easy, will reheat well. I'm just gonna have it in a bowl with some hot sauce, but that's all for today. We had one aesthetic meal at least. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love to see this channel grow and love to see new strangers comment. It's just so cool to get to connect with people through this avenue. So if you could give this a subscribe if you liked watching, or a like if the video was entertaining, informative. I don't really know if today was informative, but entertaining at least. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Oh, also I'll include a clip of what this looks like finished at the end, but yeah, bye for now. This is she. I just put some Greek yogurt on top, like a little sour cream element. If you haven't tried that, it's my biggest hack for extra protein, extra probiotics, and a little bit of a lighter topping for your stuff. But yeah, normally I would have a bigger portion for dinner, but I ate that guac earlier and yeah, I'm just not as hungry. So that's all I have to say. And I'm gonna put hot sauce on this and eat cantaloupe for dessert. Bye!